What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see behind me, we have the fully undressed Jeep. I just finished my other video, so if you guys are watching that one and you watch this one, you know, back and forth. I'm actually gonna run to Home Depot because I have a project for this Jeep now that I'm thinking about it. And a lot of Jeeps have been going to this as well. The yellow fog lights, so down below here, they'll get yellow fog lights or yellow tint for these fog lights. I actually found a cheaper way to do this, and it won't cost you more than like $10. I'll have to double check on what the vinyl price is, but I'm assuming that this is a very, probably a cheaper way to do it, because per lens, I'm assuming it's gonna be less than $2. And here on this channel, we are all about saving money, especially when it comes to Wrangler, because there is just so much that you can do to your Wrangler, and a lot of things cost very, very much, but you can do them for a lot cheaper. So we actually do have something that's coming in the mail tomorrow. It will be here tomorrow, and I might do an unboxing video for that as well, but it kind of has something to do with why I'm painting these fog lights yellow. Besides the fact it actually looks like super badass when people have yellow fog lights, it actually, according to them, I've never actually done this, but when it is foggy or rainy, it projects the light better, so you're not getting as much reflection off the rain or the fog, and yellow light kind of cuts through the fog a little bit better than what, a white, especially the LEDs, but a white LED like would. It would kind of hit that wall and just make it super bright. The yellow or amber, from what I'm reading and seeing, is actually better for that kind of stuff. It kind of just cuts right through it, so you can see a little bit further, and kind of helps you out a little bit better. So we are on our way to Home Depot because I found there is a stained glass spray paint. I found that you could actually use this on the lens of the fog light down here. So we're just gonna remove the fog light, paint them with this stained glass spray paint, and I'm assuming it's super transparent, and it'll give you pretty much the exact same effect as if you were gonna go with like the laminated overlay, or if you were gonna find like aftermarket LED housing, like a cube mount or anything like that. I'm sure you could do this to that front housing as well. So if I end up moving these cubes down to like my fogs, I might end up painting those as well, instead of just getting the covers, which are probably about, I don't know, $5 to $10 a piece. So instead, we're gonna save some money here, and we are just going to do it ourselves and paint them. Has it been a while since I've been in the Jeep with literally nothing, no top, even in the back, no freedom panels, no doors. It feels super nice. Like, I'm super happy that I did this, because it's one of the reasons that I bought this Jeep. So yeah, let's enjoy the ride over to Home Depot. All right, first things first, definitely didn't record any of that on the way over here. I also don't live that far from here, but mostly because I was getting so many waves from Jeeps that were like literally right next to me at stoplights that were just like, love those wheels, I love the Jeep, especially with the hard top off. I've never actually had that many things happen to me in one trip, so it must just be because I have the hard top off. Also found this other JL Rubicon out here, and you know how it is. You got to assert your dominance and park right next to him. Well, behind him. I didn't want to squeeze between him and this other car, so yeah. Gonna level with you guys. I don't really know if they have it at Home Depot or not. I think I saw it online that somebody got it here, but of course you can always find it on Amazon. So if we don't find it here, it's gonna be a quick cut to when we get it from Amazon. Matter of fact, they don't have anything that's even similar to what I'm looking for. So I probably should have went to a craft store or something. But yeah, I'm just gonna order it on Amazon, and yeah, here's when that happens. All right, never mind. Before we cut to getting it from Amazon, there is one more store I want to try. I looked it up. They do have it in stock, so we'll see. And there's nothing more disappointing than coming out and seeing that he didn't see you. So damn. Whatever. So we're gonna shoot on over to one more store, double check that they do or don't have it, and then we'll go from there. God bless the people here at Ace, because I was actually looking for this in the aisle by myself. I mean, granted, every time I go into Ace, like, they ask, can I help you find anything? And generally I know where I'm going, what I'm looking for. So I, clearly said, I am looking for, your spray paint, because naturally in your mind you think that this will be with the spray paint section. It's not, unfortunately, so I was standing there for, I mean, I wasn't even there, maybe a minute, 30 seconds, and they came up and asked me, did you find what you were looking for? I said, no, I'm looking for stained glass, and they immediately knew where it was. It actually was in a different aisle, which was kind of strange to me, I guess. I mean, it was more of like a DIY kind of stuff, but nevertheless, they have it. So Ace Hardware has the stained glass. This is what you guys are looking for. Krylon stained glass. Make sure you get the yellow, or if you want to do blue, or I mean clear won't do anything, so it doesn't really matter. But they have like blue, purple, I think they have like a pink as well. But clearly we are after the yellow. This is going to cost $6.99. I believe on Amazon it was the exact same. If not, I will leave a link in the description below, because everybody loves Amazon. Go ahead, get down there, use that link to buy your own, get it within 2 days with Amazon Prime, all that good stuff. But this was $6.99 with tax was $7.51. So $7.51 divided by 2 lights, and I'm almost positive I'm not going to use this entire can. So let's say, you know, we use half of it, $7.50 divided by 2, it's $3.75. So $3.75 divided by 2 lights again would be, you know, somewhere less than $2 a piece. So I'd say doing it yourself is definitely the cheaper option. For the sake of time, I just uninstalled the fog lights myself. There's no need to throw that in this video. If you guys really want to learn how to do that, I'm sure there's plenty of other videos, or I can make one later on. This video is how to make these fog lights yellow. So we already have them out. We're just going to clean them off really well, and then we are just going to go ahead and do the canary yellow stained glass from Krylon. These are already super disgusting. Still are covered in mud from when I got stuck in that mud pit a while back, and then there's some bugs kind of crusted on here. So we're gonna make sure to clean this really well. I have a microfiber towel right here and my glass cleaning spray. So we're gonna clean these off really good before we dive into actually painting them. Now I've seen some people actually just tape off the bumper kind of like around this and then just spray it right onto the glass. Personally, this seems much easier to me, and there's less of a chance of getting it on your bumper or like having a mess. So that's why I decided to take these out. I just feel like it's a lot easier. You get better results. Probably not going to even tape any of the other stuff off, because I mean it's all black and metal, and everything else besides the lens is going to be hidden behind the bumper. So if I get any overspray or anything like that, it really doesn't matter to me. There we have it. Both of them are crystal clear. Because we're not taping any of this off, we're just going to go ahead and start spraying. It says shake this can for 2 minutes, make sure everything's all mixed up real good, as with any spray paint, and then you're going to apply a bunch of really light coats. So again, I don't think I'm going to use this whole can for these 2 small LEDs, so I'm curious at how many coats it's gonna take to achieve like a pretty dark yellow. So we're gonna shake this for a little bit, and then we're gonna go ahead and get spraying. Alright, so we just put like the 5th coat. Yeah, we put the 5th coat on them, and I'm taking it outside to see the color outside, and oh yeah, I think I may do one more coat and make it a little bit darker, but you guys can see, it's not fully dry yet. It does have a little bit of drying left to do, but it is crystal clear. So you can see this is going to make a huge difference when we put them down here in the front bumper. Instead of having that white LED housing, or clear rather, you're gonna have yellow. And I've heard that this is actually the reason that Jeeps get flashed a lot, is if you have your fogs on and you have the LED package, people will flash you because, you know, your lights are too bright. And I actually met somebody here in the neighborhood. He lives on the other side of the neighborhood, but he actually did this to his fog lights, and he actually stopped getting flashed almost immediately. And I don't think he said he's been flashed yet, and he says he runs with his fogs on almost all the time. I just finished up the last coat, and so 6 coats of this on the 2 small LEDs. They're probably about 4-inch LEDs. But I would say I have about 75%, if not more, of the paint still in the can. So maybe save this for your next car, your next 3 cars, do a buddy's car, you know, whatever you want to do. There's so much left in this. And again, I did 6 coats of this, and I did like coats 2 and 3 were pretty heavy because I wanted to kind of expedite the process. So we're gonna let these dry. They said after you finish your final coat, let it dry for like another hour until they're like ready to like actually be not installed, but like ready to be used. So like for stained glass, they said, you know, don't put any water in or plants or anything like that. Don't move it around for about an hour. So I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna leave them here, and then we will reinstall them into the Jeep and show you guys the results. All right, waited way more than an hour, maybe like 2 hours, and put them in, and wow, does that make a difference. That looks so freaking good. It actually looks like it goes off-road every once in a while. Here, let me flip them on for you guys. Wow, you can really see a big difference, literally. Okay, they're a little lighter than what I like. I might do a couple more coats on them, but luckily for me, I still have way more than enough to keep going, so I'll probably do that eventually, but right now really happy with the results. But for doing it on a spray can, like by myself with no like vinyl or anything, this was, I mean, $6 to do, and I could still do more lights or more coats if I really needed to. For $7, you really can't get better than that. I mean, like I said, I did the math. We did, I mean, obviously less than half the can, but if we did half the price of the can for doing only half the can, it was $3.50 a piece. Divided by 2 is less than $2 per light. With them off, they look a lot deeper yellow, and that's the color I want to achieve when the lights are actually on. So I'm gonna have to keep going until I get a darker yellow, and then yeah. Anyways, this is just another option if you guys didn't want to do the vinyl version and order it and stick it on yourself. These are pretty flat. They'll probably be really easy to do. You can just get the Krylon stained glass in canary yellow and just paint them, and it comes out relatively, if not the same, depending on how many coats you guys use. Like I said, I'll probably do another 6 or so coats to make them really dark, really amber. Maybe even go back and get like an orange, and that way it'll kind of darken that up even more. It'll be more of an amber instead of a yellow. So I'll probably, maybe that's like the move. Maybe I'll do that. But for an afternoon project, they didn't turn out too bad at all. You can see it is crystal clear. There's almost no waviness. I mean, if you get up in there, there's a little bit of waviness, but they are crystal clear. I think that the like film might work a little tiny bit better. Obviously, you're gonna get the color that you want, but again, for $6, you could do a lot of lights and a lot of coats of this on your fog lights. So there you go, guys. Super simple DIY today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a comment below. Should I have maybe done like orange? Or what do you guys think? Should I do another video when I do more coats to show you guys the results? Leave a comment below. Leave this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoyed it. And as always, guys, we will catch you guys in the next one.